Here is the only way to fluent on English in 2027. In my beginning times, the lot of guys they would say mistakes in over and over and over again. Maybe they would think to our mother tongue, like sometime they would talk to Hindi, Lodhi, Telugu, Tamil, Pavari, Marari, or Spanish, and they would translate our mother tongue to English. Maybe here is a wrong way. I think here is not to your own mistake. Maybe the mistake is the lot of guide they would teach in a wrong way. Maybe the some teachers would tell you मैं उठा, मैं उठे, then translate for I wake. So that reason your mind and your mind would train to translate a language to language. Maybe assume a second guy that don't translate to our mother tongue to English. The second guy would far away or far better than as compared to you, because two are translate on that language and the second guy who couldn't language. I think I would 5 things to improve to our fluency in English. First, maybe reading, listening, writing, speaking and thinking. Listening, they have need to at least 45 minutes to listen every day. Even they would even they would not fit our body, even they would go to travel, even any condition would not beneficial to you, especially to not physical fit to us, but they would listen in a 45 minute. Second would be they would read in a 2 pages in a daily basis. Anyhow, doesn't matter they would go to travel, doesn't matter you are not fit, or doesn't matter the condition would not beneficial to us. Third thing is writing. Maybe they would writing to depend upon to listening a podcast to sometimes to Ranveer Alabadia, sometimes to Raj Shamani, sometimes to Alina Rahis, which are influencers to especially to English. They would listen. They would writing inside in our notebook and depend upon to reading. Sometimes to read to Atomic Habits, sometimes to read to How to Influence People by Benjamin Graham, sometimes to read to how Atomic, okay? Those are the such books. And third thing is they would thinking, assume they would go before a sleep at a bed. They would think I wake up at 4 a.m. then have a reference to myself. I wake up at 10 a.m. then have a tea break, then consume podcast or video for sometimes to English, then return inside in my notebook to depend upon to my listening and reading. And I would then I would go outside in my home to walk for such times, maybe for 10 minutes, then back at home I again get a tea, then I would go outside in a cow for done with such works, then back at home and go ready to with my college and pray with such done with such activities like pray with our soul, like Hanuman, like Krishna, etc. Then I would eat a lunch, then I would go college. Travel time would be 9:30 to 10:30 to Fellatang in front of Kalipatli Chowk. Then I would go a college, attend with those lectures, then again start a lunch, then go a canteen, spend with such money and spend such times to our friends, then back a class again, attend with those three lectures, then back a home and done with my go with my dukan and then back a home, sleep at 10 a.m. Maybe those activities your mind would be trained to think on English, and definitely they would practice in such months, they would be incredibly beneficial to us.